Cottman, Crawford, and the Jersey Guy Podcast.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us today. I'm Kenny Cottman.
I'm Lewis Crawford.
And I'm Tom Ramage, the Jersey Guy.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome. Yes. So on today's episode, we are going to be discussing veganism, and we're also going to be discussing the holidays.
Yes.
How are you guys doing?
Not too
by the
bad.
way? How was your week?
Not too shabby, man.
It's good. That's good.
Working, dealing with the cold weather.
Yes.
Awesome.
Temperatures just
I know it's getting
dropping.
crazy out there.
I know, man. Nipples could cut glass right now.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Too funny. So talk to us, man.
Yeah.
So
Educate us, brother.
for anyone new to the show, I am the vegan in the group. So I'm just gonna basically tell my story. So it's gonna be 7 years ago on the 29th that I went vegan.
29th of what?
29th of November. So it's gonna be seven. It's funny. Like the vegan community, we call it the vegan anniversary.
Really? That's crazy.
We got cheesy things we say. But anyway, it was like a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, 2015. I saw like this viral video. It was funny. It was like this grandma and she's cursing. Like it was like a joke. She's like, "I'm making this tofucking," which is tofu, whatever. It was supposed to be like a turducken, but like tofu, tofucking. It was the joke, and she's like cursing the whole time. And it was like a funny video. And she, in like the middle of the video, she's like, "Oh, animals today are fucked in factory farms." She's using all the curse words. Yeah, she's cursing. Oh yeah, she's cursing her brains out. Just like and. I kind of like thought about it. I was like, oh, yeah, that sucks. That's horrible. And then it was the first year in our new home, and we were hosting Thanksgiving. It's a new home. Let's host Thanksgiving. So I had the turkey on the table, and I just never, I just saw the turkey, and I was like, oh my God, this was like a living animal, and like it got me thinking, and. Couple days, like the next day and the day after, I was kind of like doing the whole internet thing, looking things up and looking up what happens to animals and all that. And I kind of was like, I'm just not going to partake in this anymore. And I went vegan right there on the spot. Some people will be like, I'm vegetarian first, and they go vegan. Like I just right on the spot.
That's crazy. But then what turned you off?
Just like the, like seeing what happens to animals, just like seeing the conditions. So,
Yeah, for instance, if you don't mind me saying, I know you mentioned, because I asked Tom a lot of questions regarding this. And so we see, it's free range chicken, or they're not using antibiotics in the meat and all that other stuff. But even though it's free range, when you really see it, when he's showing me the pictures, you got thousands of chickens in one area,
right?
And it's just, and you can see the conditions are
Yeah,
horrible. So Tom will...
The standard way they keep the chickens, this is for eggs, right? Like free range eggs, right? The standard way before they used the term free range was they'd be in battery cages. They'd be in these cages like maybe twice the size of their bodies. They could barely move. And then so people, that kind of information got exposed by like different groups. Maybe PETA. There's Mercy for Animals. There's a bunch of groups that kind of expose that. And so like they start using the term free range. And people are like, oh, free range eggs, that's great. But what ends up being is instead of them being in a tiny cage, there's like hundreds of tiny cages. They're just in a big shed, but they're crammed, like they can't even like move. They're walking over each other. Sometimes there's a dead one on the floor. It's horrible conditions, but they use those fancy words like free range, right? Because when you hear free range, you think like, oh, they're out in an open field, in a nice sunny open field with lots of grass, but that's not even what that means. It's just fancy words they use to make you feel better about your purchases.
I don't see. For me, I don't know how you could. Well, I'm a carnivore.
Yeah.
So all day I'm like, the one thing that does bother me, or would bother me, is the steroids to make the chicken or whatever animal bigger. That's the only thing that I questioned, but I never ever questioned, oh, they were killed like this, or they.
Yeah, and actually, it's funny. So they actually, I don't want to say it, not like genetically engineered, but like selectively bred to where they grow like you have like a full grown chicken in like a few months.
Right,
you know what I mean? And
Right.
they're huge, and they can like they call them broiler hens because that's the way you cook them. Instead of
Right.
egg hens. And the broiler hens, they're so top heavy, like they have a hard time standing. It's like really horrible. So I went into it kind of for welfare reasons, but now I'm just like, I don't want to exploit animals, because that's like the basis for veganism is just like, we're not going to exploit animals, because like, even if you take a welfarist approach, you'd be like, well, what's if they're treated better? But like, you're still like breeding them to exploit them. So that's my thing.
Right. And yeah. And then I think the thing that was more disturbing to me was when he showed me the videos on the cows.
Mm-hmm.
So they take, the milk, right? So they impregnate the cow, right? And then
Artificial insemination.
and
yeah,
in
so
order for them to
forcefully
make
impregnate,
milk, they have to be pregnant, right?
Okay.
So then they take the baby away from the mother. Now,
Yes.
these animals do have an attachment. All animals do.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we
mother
do.
has an
It's-
attachment to
It's
their
the same
child.
thing,
Yeah.
regardless.
Okay.
So now they take it away, and then this cow is standing there for who knows how long. And at the point where they can't use it anymore, and they can't even barely walk. They're so big, they're picking them up with like lifts and stuff just to get them to take them out. And then I guess they slaughter the cow afterwards, and then it goes to wherever. So the main thing is that we're so programmed, we don't even know it, because when we grow up, our parents are feeding us. It's not necessarily our fault in a sense, because society, you go along with what's going on, right? You go to the deli, you go to the butcher, you pick it up, but nobody really knows what's going on the backside of it. And I think that's the most disturbing thing. So, I don't eat a lot of meat, but I still eat chicken. I don't drink a lot of milk, but once in a while, you know what I mean? I have it in my fridge. But I've been thinking about it more and more lately, so I'm kind of on the borderline whether or not I'm going to go that way, or if I'm going to go vegetarian first and then kind of work my way into it, because I don't know if I can do what he did. But it's a thought in my head that because I do love animals, and I am responsible in some way, because I'm actually going and buying this stuff, so I'm absolutely adding to the problem by doing what I'm doing. So I'm exploiting the animals, is how Tom says it. So now some people don't feel that way. They feel that they were bred, they were put on the earth for that reason. But like Tom says, all life is precious. He has it on his arm.
Yeah.
He has it on his arm, and
I tattooed it.
it's true. And I think at some point,
Yeah.
it'll change. And I know, get into the whole the plant-based stuff though. Get into that.
Yeah,
How much more better it is for you, I should say, right? I mean,
That was still bad English, bro.
it was bad. It was way bad.
Yeah.
I apologize.
What are the
I'm working on it,
nutritional
ladies and
facts
gentlemen.
Like, is it better to are you healthier
Well-
being a vegan? How do you feel these past 8 years?
Oh, I feel great.
You poop better?
Oh yeah, you definitely eat more fiber as a vegan, so that is not without a doubt.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but what? Before I talk about the health food, I do want to say, they when I first went vegan, and that was only 7 years ago. The food was some of the because most people, when they say vegan food, they're thinking of the. It's a funny. The technical term is like meat facsimiles. The fake meat or the plant based. I usually don't say fake meat. I say just plant meat or plant based meat. So it's gotten better. The dairy products have gotten better. Although I do stay away from certain companies. Like it gets really technical. Like there was a company that like tested like their meat products on rats. So I stay away from that. In general, it's gotten way better. But for health reasons, it's a lot of the products have less saturated fat. They have zero cholesterol. Cholesterol only comes from animals. You can't get cholesterol from plants. We produce our own cholesterol, so it's not like you need to eat cholesterol. Like your body produces on its own. So you get extra cholesterol from animals, and that can cause heart problems and such.
And it doesn't mean either, even though people assume, oh, I'm vegan, I'm going to be healthy. No, there are people who are vegan who are way overweight.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
eat,
yeah.
even though they're eating the vegan diet, they're still not healthy because they're not eating
Well, that's
They're
the thing
eating
I stress to people.
too much or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
whatever's going on
I
with
try
that
to
diet.
tell people, I know people like to advertise it as like, so it can be healthy if you eat like a whole food plant-based diet. That's a very healthy diet,
Right.
but you can eat junk food too. And it's veganism isn't about health. I mean,
Right.
I don't know if you saw. I made a post on Facebook today.
You did.
Like you can, even on even if you eat an omnivorous diet, right? You can have a healthy version of an omnivorous diet or an unhealthy version of an omnivorous diet. As a vegan, you can have a healthy version of a vegan diet or an unhealthy version. I could eat French fries and dip them in Crisco vegetable shortening.
Right. But wait, so now here's my question.
Exactly.
I know that for certain foods, there are animal-based fats. So you, being a vegan,
Yeah.
how do you avoid that? Like, are you reading every single label?
Oh yeah. We become that's the thing we joke around, like how fast you can spot the item on the because I read all the it's when you first go vegan, it's a little hard because you have to read all the ingredients, but then you know what products are and aren't after a while, and then when you find a new product, you read it and they've actually made it easier now because like you can kind of like check it off almost instantly because for like allergy warnings, they boldface contains milk, contains eggs, so I don't even have to read the rest.
Yeah.
If it doesn't read that, then I read the fine print and make sure there's nothing else in it. But and there's actually like there's a lot of memes we joke around like they put like milk in those strangest things. Like, why is there fucking milk in this? So like there's like a meme and it's like a picture of a banana and it says contains less than 1% milk on it or something. Because like everything has fucking milk. When you start reading the ingredients, like holy shit, why is there milk in here? But like yeah. So
That's freaking hilarious. So you only drink soy milk.
Oh, there's oat milk. There's I actually soy milk is the healthier one, I would say. Oat milk is also really healthy. There's there's almond milk. I try to stay away from almond milk. Almond milk's kind of like for a while it hit popular, but it's kind of like the shitty version because it's like thinner. It's like so oat milk's the creamiest.
Is it sweeter? The almond milk?
Yeah. There's unsweetened and there's sweetened. So
It's only sweet when I put my finger in it.
Wow. That's just ridiculous.
But yeah, there's different types of milk. There's like, and then even you go to the health food stores like macadamia milk or whatever.
Yeah,
like
I tell you what, and I understand everything that you said. I get it.
Yeah.
There'd be no way for me to be able to be a vegan. I eat very little greens.
Yeah.
I don't do all the crazy fruit stuff, and I'm half black and half freaking. And for me, everything is like fried food. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny?
You're actually stereotyping. Racist
okay.
now.
There is.
It's just
you
wrong.
know what?
Just because you are something doesn't mean it's okay to.
I will say this:
My tattoo
the
says different.
fastest growing population of vegans is actually the Black vegan community. There's a huge they tend to be more of like the health based, like plant based, but they're also vegan for animals too. So but yeah, they're the fastest growing. And there's actually a vegan soul food restaurant in Harlem.
What?
Yes,
He took me to
Seasoned Vegan is the name of the place.
And you took me to that one Chinese restaurant that was vegan as well.
Yes.
How do you do that? How do you have vegan soul food or vegan Chinese?
I had the Chinese wonton soup. It was fantastic. It was actually really good.
Restaurant. It's that restaurant has been around for almost 2 decades now because they're labeled vegetarian, but like trying to think about Chinese doesn't use dairy in anything. They use eggs, but
Not really, yeah.
But like, so it's labeled vegetarian, but it's really vegan. And yeah, they have 3 locations in Jersey. They got one in Teaneck, one in Montclair. Veggie Heaven, give them a quick plug because they're awesome, and one in Denville. So yeah, they're legit. Very good stuff.
I don't know. Like I said, I know I wouldn't be able to just stop cold turkey. So I'll tell you.
And I make junk food. I make this vegan fried chicken, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's good.
No, I can't do it. I don't.
It sounds weird, but like.
Well, no, I get.
I'm gonna start fucking bringing food here now.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to
You do all the
put me
time.
onto it.
You already do bring food here when you come.
Well,
over.
yeah, I
he
bring
keeps
my
it to
own
himself.
shit.
He doesn't share with the rest
Oh,
of
I
the
see.
class.
Right.
I'm gonna share for the class now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No. I so many moons ago in a land far, far away, I met these people that didn't eat They were Seventh-day Adventists.
Yes.
Okay.
And they, stayed away from all that stuff. So I went for about a month and a half, 2 months of no meat.
Okay.
I about lost my mind. I did it because I wanted to try it, see how it was going to be.
Yeah.
And it just, for me.
Wasn't for you, huh?
Yeah. No, I mean, and I get it. I understand what you guys are saying. It's, you see the videos, I get it. And, I'm proud of you guys for doing that because for me, bro, I need that pork chop.
Well,
I got to get that steak.
I hear you, man. No, I get it. I think it's just, I just feel like when it comes to human beings,
right.
I feel not only just with the animals, but just the planet in general and everything that we do.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you think about all the time before we even got here, all the species, the animals, dinosaurs, as far back as you want to go,
Right.
the planet was good.
Right.
Here we come, carbon,
Right.
everything. I mean, we're just going to town, and even when we have it right there in front of our face, which is normal for us, right? Human beings, you could put all the information in front of your face, and what happens? We'll wait till the last damn minute.
Right.
But it's too late before we could actually do something.
There's actually a famous. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. There's a famous sculpture. It's called. I think it's called like politicians addressing climate change, and they're like head deep in water because that's when they're gonna fucking address it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we literally are the worst thing that happened to this planet now, but we could be, because we have the potential to be the best thing to take care of the planet, because this planet is taking care of us. We should reciprocate and do the same thing
Right. So
for Mother Earth. You know what I mean? And I think that's only fair.
with what you said first, it for me is that everybody, because of how many people were here at the time and doing the hunting and all that other good stuff, so it kind of evened out, and the indigenous people that were running the planet before we got, before we are here now in 2022, that there was that understanding of balance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the American Indian was big on that.
Well, just everybody, because it was all over, everything from
Right.
from just all over the world. There was just that balance.
Because when they took, right, and what you're saying is absolutely true, because my father always brought up the fact that the American Indian, they hunted, they ate the animal, but they used every part of the animal.
Right.
But not only that, they cherished the animal. They prayed and for thanks for the animal, because they looked at it not as something that was just there to do whatever they wanted with it, but it was there also, they respected it.
Yeah.
And I thought, and that's a really great thing about the American Indian.
That was the time when it was necessity, right?
Exactly.
Like now we live in a culture where we don't need to, like we can live without animals. Of course, there are still people who live on the land, and people go, oh, you're going to force indigenous people. Like, no, you can't force people who are surviving. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's always like an argument. People say, oh, you want, no, but my thing is we live in a modern society. We can easily do it, without any.
But it is. But you say that it is making progress.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. I mean, I've from what like I said, 7 years now. When I first went vegan, it was not as big. In 7 years, I think I went right at the time when it blew up. It's very strange.
Wow.
And it just keeps progressing and progressing and progressing.
It's because of you, bro.
Because of me.
You were the one.
I channeled my energy.
Yes.
Your Jedi veganism.
Yes.
That's what came into the effect.
I'm gonna say Neo, but yeah, I'll go with that.
Oh yeah, Neo. Oh, Matrix.
Yeah.
I like.
You're the one.
Matrix fan too.
You're the one. You're sexy
stuff.
motherfucking vegan. Yeah. No, listen. Like I said, I get it and I understand, but now you really are gonna have to bring me like a veggie burger, veggie burger, whatever it is. And
Tanya and I have made them before. He's mentioned which ones to go and put them on the grill.
Yeah.
Some were okay. Some were actually really good. You really couldn't tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Well, I watch a lot of the cooking shows, and they have vegan episodes.
Yeah.
And they make all the stuff. I'm like, what? Get out of here.
The only thing I'm not going to eat is tofu, bro. I'm out. I'm not doing it.
But again,
just the word tofu, not going near it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
this guy.
You know what the thing about tofu is though, is I said that even when I first went vegan, I'm not fucking eating tofu. But the thing is, there's a joke like people who hate tofu don't know how to cook tofu. That's the joke we make.
Okay.
Because you marinate it, You can grill it. I've made some pretty good shit. So like, it's just like but it's the thing is like it doesn't taste like anything. Like if you don't season it at all, like it's a very
bland.
It's
right?
very bland.
Right.
But now I'm like vegan level 10. Like I just eat it out of the package and shit like that. Fucking as I'm cutting it up, I'm like, oh, take a bite, you know.
Well, you know what my problem is too, bro, and that's funny as hell. But my thing with a lot of foods is the texture.
Texture, yep.
Yeah,
So
I have a
then
texture thing with some foods. I have the same thing.
Yeah, I know it's on the bathroom wall. So
Well,
like then they when you
I
taste
erased
it,
that.
I didn't say it. So when you taste some of the food when you're eating it,
Yeah.
you know, if it's too grainy,
Yeah,
I'm like,
people get weird. It's funny. I made one of my friends on Facebook the other day. He said something like, you know, we're joking around, like what I said is like eating the tofu out of the package, and I was like, yeah, but I said I commented, I was like, it's got to be extra firm tofu, like not that silken tofu. Silken tofu they use in like smoothie. You can put in smoothies. It's like really soft, like it's like gelatinous. He's like,
types.
and he's like. He's another English guy. He's like, that would be foul. He wrote, just same taste. It's just the texture is like gelatinous, like yogurty. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd have to. And you can now, so you could take tofu and season it with whatever.
Yeah. It's all kinds of shit. You can do all kinds of shit with it. And also one of the popular things is it's not really tofu though, but it's made from soy. Is it's called textured vegetable protein. It's like comes in these dried little cubes, like tiny mince cubes, like mince. And I make taco meat with them all the time. I take a vegetable stock or like vegetable bouillon, and I soak them in that, and they rehydrate, and then I just throw a taco seasoning packet. And you know, there's a lot of brands that don't have any animal products in them for taco seasoning. Just throw the taco seasoning packet, and it tastes just like taco meat. Same texture, same taste, everything. Let's make vegan tacos. In fact, I think that's what we're making for dinner tomorrow night. Taco night.
You know what? I'll give it a shot. You bring it in. And
next time we do a podcast, just bring something in. Because we will be
bring
doing
the whole
one.
accoutrement of tacos.
This guy.
I'll get a spread going.
So now, how do you do cheese? What's your cheese equivalent? There's
vegan cheese, yeah,
Yes.
and so that's another thing. They've come a long way too. When I first went vegan, there was they're still around. Daya, like their cheese was fucking gross. When I was like, I don't know, I get used to this, but now they've improved the recipe. I don't buy from Daya. I buy from other brands. I happen to like Parmla Creamery. They're pretty good. But there's so many different brands of vegan cheese now, and like they make them out of potato starch. They make them out of coconut oil, but like they use like it's more of a refined coconut oil, so it doesn't taste like coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just like it's got cheese. It tastes just like cheese. Like it's
wow,
and no lactose.
No, because lactose comes from cows. So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure because it's
Well,
like a dumb question, but no.
Yeah.
Because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yes.
So then, if you're gonna see, so now here's
Which
the
is
segue
funny.
to part two. Because now, how are you going to do Thanksgiving? Like, what's your food?
He does.
I'm actually having some friends over doing a vegan Thanksgiving. But we're supposed to be lactose intolerant. You're actually normal.
Right. I try to tell people that shit, but they always argue.
It's the other way
No,
around.
it's true,
so
though.
there's actually there was like Europeans have like a genetic mutation that allows you people who from like European descent, but the rest of the world is lactose intolerant. Asians are lactose intolerant, except for maybe unless they happen to have that genetic mutation. People from African descent are lactose intolerant because you're supposed to wean after you are done nursing.
Right.
You're supposed to wean off milk.
Right.
Right.
And then you no longer have that enzyme or whatever it is that makes you digest lactose.
Okay.
But so yeah,
Interesting.
Sorry. So back to vegan Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna have some people at my house. We're gonna do Tofurkey is a brand. They make a roast. It's like it's a mock-up turkey. It tastes good. Stuffing in it. I'm gonna veganize my mom's stuffing. I'm gonna use a vegan sausage, stuffing, breadcrumbs, seasoning, celery. It's really nothing much to stuffing. So mashed potatoes, real easy. Just use a vegan butter, vegan milk, mashed potatoes. So most of the side dishes easily veganized.
Wow, that's interesting.
Think about it.
Yeah,
like what's the famous? I'm making it just because it's like tradition. String bean casserole, the fried onions.
We always have
string
that.
beans.
I never eat it.
Me either. I'm like, no, I'm good.
And I like string beans, but for some reason I'm just like, no, I'll pass. I'm good.
So instead of cream of mushroom soup, it's like flour, water, and I know. So flour, water, some garlic.
Only magic mushrooms, bro. I don't.
Wow.
It's like a syllable.
I'm just saying.
Is that what they call it? It's like a cypicillum Russian mushroom.
Listen, I already screwed up the English already. We don't need you to add insult to injury.
Cypicillum mushrooms, yeah.
Well, so that then again, so now talking about the Thanksgiving and the segue into our second half.
Yes, the holidays.
Is the holidays. So I don't know about you guys, but my beef right now is it's not even Thanksgiving yet. We're a week before turkey. And everybody and their mother is talking about Christmas.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, what the hell, you motherfuckers? Like, serious shit?
And before the show, you were mentioning there's a person around the corner that got the Christmas decoration. Full Christmas decorations up already.
So, like, am I like one of 5 people that have calendars in the house that know when the fuck Thanksgiving and Christmas are?
I'm big on that because Tanya loves to decorate. She does what she can't wait for Halloween. She can't wait for Thanksgiving, and then, of course, Christmas. And usually, when we were growing up, you remember, I'm sure you remember as well, Christmas didn't start until the day after Thanksgiving, and that was even with the stores. You didn't see it until the next day, and usually they were getting them ready the night before or whatever that it might have been.
Well, see, here's the thing. So now I remember, because when I worked in retail many moons ago, there was Christmas in July because they were trying to get rid of all the stock from this year before. So it was Christmas in July, the nifty sale. It lasted for about a week, and then there was nothing heard about Christmas until, like you said, after turkey.
Right.
Yeah.
And now here it is that everybody's pushing there's Christmas commercials right now.
I know. It's so annoying, and it's like with Halloween too. So let's just start with Halloween first.
Okay.
So now August comes, and we already have, the Home Depots, whatever.
That's the one I don't complain about, though.
Right, but I love Halloween. But my thing is,
start in July.
Right.
I know.
True. But it's like, what's the rush?
Yeah.
They push it, and then when you need it, when you want to get it, like it's before the holidays even over.
Right. It's sold out.
They already got the Christmas stuff out already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Thanksgiving hasn't even shown up yet. We're not even in October.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, we're in October, but like November just started, and we're already in December,
Christmas,
and we already got Christmas.
Lowe's
and everything is up.
was the one with the craziest timeline. Like they had their Halloween stuff out in like August, and then by like the end of September, early October, they got rid of their Halloween stuff and had Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
They had the craziest timeline, Lowe's.
Yeah.
Pay attention next year when you go to Lowe's. You'll see it's like boom, boom,
Home
boom, boom.
Home Depot's the same way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lowe's was a little bit worse.
Little worse,
Like by a week. But
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
All of it is just insane to me because, like I said, I didn't even get a chance to enjoy, and I'm already being pushed into the next holiday.
I ignore it.
But you can't ignore it
Well,
because,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just, like I said, my wife, she loves, Miss Jessica, loves Christmas. And I get it, and I'm happy for her and enjoy that. And but when it's after fucking Thanksgiving.
Right, and I'm the same way. Tanya loves Christmas, but she loves. I think her big thing is that she loves to decorate. It doesn't matter what holiday it is, and I think Christmas is probably her favorite out of all, and Halloween. I would have to say, but for me, she decorates for me,
right?
Because she knows I love. Thanksgiving is like one of my favorite holidays. I do love Thanksgiving. I always did when I was young. I always loved it because it was the one of the holiday you didn't have to give anybody anything. You were all hanging out, watching TV. You had the football games on. You had the dog show on. Everybody's chilling. You ate. Everybody's relaxing. It was a very relaxed, at least for the way I remember it and always have. So Tanya buys Thanksgiving decorations. So now if you look at the house when we go upstairs, you'll see all the Thanksgiving stuff. But as soon as Thanksgiving's up, the next day, she is on it already.
When do you guys get your tree?
Well, we have a fake tree.
So when do you put it up?
Yeah, we do that too.
She puts it up right away.
You put it up the day after turkey?
Yeah, we Black Friday weekend we always do Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
That's
And we also
they're
put the
Friday,
menorah.
Saturday.
Also,
Yeah.
we put the menorah up because we want to make sure that we upset the rest of the neighborhood
Well,
to
no.
let them know
But that's-
there's a heap in the neighborhood.
What? What are you saying? Is motherfucker here?
And I like to make sure that everybody knows it.
Well, everybody knows it, bro. You know.
But no, we put that up too.
Yeah.
Anya does it. As a matter of fact, she'll do a Hanukkah tree down here. Would be all blue and white.
Out front?
No, right here down in the man cave, right here.
Oh.
She'll put it. She'll decorate it. It'll have all different things referencing Hanukkah.
Mhm.
It'll be a tree with the blue and the white,
Right.
and it'll have the all the different decorations, the Christmas
paid no
balls, the garland, everything. Yeah, I'll put it down here, and she decorates down here for me as well too.
I never paid attention.
Yeah.
I didn't pay
No.
attention last year.
Now, the thing I used to hate growing up, though, and I have to bring this up. Of course, I was brought up Jewish, right? So the
Right.
only thing we decorated in the building, we didn't do it in my house. We did it in the building. My father decorated the whole building, the whole lobby, with Christmas decorations,
Hanukkah.
and then some Hanukkah. We had the menorah on one end and
Right.
the Christmas tree on the
You
other
didn't
end.
have any Hanukkah decorations in the house?
In the house, we did,
Oh, okay.
but we had most of it in the hallway in the building.
Yeah.
So I was always envious of all my friends because they had Christmas,
Right.
and I loved Christmas decorations, everything, especially when you're a kid.
Mhm.
Oh, Christmas and the tree and
Right.
the whole thing. What do I got? I got Hanukkah. I got this
Yeah.
bland-looking menorah,
Yeah.
right?
But
But I
don't-
get 8 gifts.
That's what I'm gonna say. You
Not
get
one.
you get a gift every day, right? That the
What?
the
Yeah. So
candy,
usually
each
the
candy?
first day is the big gift,
Okay.
and then the other ones are little gifts for each day. Usually, it depends
So-
on the family and how they do it. But everybody, it's kind of like the same.
So
thing.
if you got a bicycle, did you get the frame and then the pedals?
What a jerk off.
And then they give you a
No, the
screwdriver
stuff-
last day.
The last day.
Right. Yeah, the chain wasn't on it. I got the chain the last day of Hanukkah. I got the chain,
Sorry, but I couldn't.
so I could drive the bike. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, you won't be able to drive it until you get the chain at the last day. That's it. You're not gonna get it. It's not happening. Yeah. So.
Sorry, that was the racist one. Couldn't help.
But then, my parents moved upstate. They got the house up in Sullivan County.
Right.
Now my mother's putting up a tree, and she's got the Christmas decoration. I'm like, what the? Really? You
Wait,
couldn't do
who
this?
was Jewish? Was your mom Jewish?
My mom's Jewish.
and your
My
father?
dad converted.
Oh.
Yeah, he converted.
Okay.
When he married my mom.
Right.
So,
It reminds me of the Hanukkah song. He converted.
he converted. But my dad didn't. My dad had more fun decorating the building. That was because he would always have the music playing in the hallway, and he was doing it. And of course, he was drinking his beer. And if you bothered him and pissed him off, well, that was a
Right.
whole. We
Well,
could do
that
a
was the
whole
thing
other
back in the city,
podcast
though,
on
too.
that one.
Well, that was the whole thing. That was the cool part about growing up in the city in the buildings, because a lot of the those big buildings,
The superintendents would
right?
put
The
it up.
supers would hook up the whole.
Yeah.
And my
whole-
dad did a great job. He really
Yeah.
hooked it up nice. He did. I have
That's
to say
cool.
that. He
That's
did.
cool.
And I always look forward to it because I would help him out with it as well.
Right.
So that I did look forward to that. So I did have some fun doing it and enjoying it. Then I would go to my Aunt Mickey, my father's side,
Right.
his brother's wife. We would go when I was kids. We would go to their house, and they'd had the Christmas tree, and we always got the Hess truck. Every year we got the Hess truck. Now I wish I saved it because my cousin Fred,
Yes.
he has every Hess truck that he got from the time he was little till now.
Uh-huh.
And those things are worth a shitload of money,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And they're in mint because you got every box.
Yep.
They were all in the same box, So I wish I saved that stuff when I was a kid. But that was the fun part of it because I always look forward. My brother and I look
give
forward
Yeah.
to go into my Aunt Mickey's house.
I give you the flip side on that though. I had my Hess trucks. I played with them, and then we found out my dad found out their worth. He's like, so I'm gonna buy the Hess trucks, but you can't play with them. And I was like, what the fuck? So I, of course, only the ones from. And I started in 91.
There you go.
I started. The only ones from 91 to 93 are worth a lot. The rest are worth a little bit.
Yeah, like $5.
Yeah, they were $15, $20. The one from 91 might be worth $50. But but I wish I saved the ones from the 80s because those were because now people even people still get the Hess isn't even a company anymore. They still make Hess trucks.
They still make the
Yeah,
Hess
they
trucks.
still do,
collect them,
right.
but like people buy them once something becomes popular as a collector.
Right.
Like everybody collects them and they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
And my cousin is a
Yeah.
huge collector now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like
the
does
new
the
ones-
comics, he does
Yeah.
the car, he does everything. So it kind of worked out that way. I think that's probably what got him going
Like
in
if
that
you're
direction.
collecting them just to have them because you find them cool, but like if you're trying to do it for money now, the ones like anything after like 95 is
Right.
They're not they're not worth that much.
Yeah, but I think we still need, like I said, they need to give every
Yeah.
single holiday its own time, bro.
I agree. I
They
agree.
keep freaking rushing this shit, and it's like, come on, you really don't even get to enjoy whatever holiday. So like right now, everything is Christmas. So rather than enjoying Thanksgiving
Right now.
right now, we got a week before turkey, and here it is, or tofu turkey, and here it is that we're having to rush into tofu Christmas.
Right, exactly.
Like
Well,
the
right from tofu turkey to right to tofu another turkey for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Or chicken.
Or ham.
Or ham. Is there tofu ham?
Yes, there is.
Oh wow. See?
Well,
Wow.
There's a couple companies that make it. Not as popular,
Right.
but there's
They do make it. Wow.
So now, how do they make?
Very
How is
interesting.
that? So how do you
So-
make a vegan ham?
So same thing with like all the meat facsimiles or plant based meat. A lot of them are made from wheat gluten, soy, or like pea protein, and they're just seasoned. But
Seasoned with what? Because then how do you
Whatever.
get the flavor
I don't
of?
know.
Like everything tastes like
It's
chicken.
a secret. I don't know.
see?
No, I don't know. It's I don't know. Actually, no. I never found out to bother like what they use for seasoning, but I'm sure there's like things. There's a combination of things that can give it a hammy taste, or like a like the one
Like a dirty sock or,
dirty sock. We'll give it dirty
Crusty
sock.
underwear.
That's April Fool's Day. You open up one and it tastes like those Harry Potter jelly beans. I don't think they're. I remember having them in the past. I don't think they're vegan, but this is before I was vegan. But like they have ones that taste like dirt, and you eat it and it tastes like fucking dirt. And there's one that's grass and it tastes like fucking grass, and like there's one like earthworm.
They are
I guess
pretty nasty.
it tastes like earthworm. Yeah, they had those.
Yeah,
But yeah.
see, that's what I'm saying. I guess for me, I mean, like I said, I don't. I say I applaud you all day long, but there's no way that I'd be able to just.
Well, you quit smoking, right?
Well, quit smoking was different, man.
No, but how is it different?
Because I hacked up a loogie that was like,
Well, what happens one day you hack up a turkey and then you're like, I gotta stop, I gotta go
I
vegan.
speak a new language.
But yeah, I'll bring stuff in.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
dude, that's gonna be fun.
Do
I
you
don't-
curse
I don't
at these
eat-
houses when you drive by them? Really? Really?
Yes.
What the fuck? It's not even December yet, and you got freaking
Yeah.
Christmas
The
decorations.
wife is yelling at me. Why you get so upset? Because
Time to tell.
give me a fucking minute. I didn't even enjoy this shit yet.
Right? Why rush it?
Yeah.
It's coming. It's gonna be. Did you see the thing on Facebook where it has the turkey and it's standing on top of it's the blow up turkey they have on the lawns and standing on top of the Santa Claus said,
Seriously, bro.
"Wait your turn, fat boy."
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see?
Wait
Yeah.
your turn, fat
Yeah,
boy.
no.
I love that. That was great when I saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. Yeah.
It is. It's good
But
stuff.
like I said, I really do though. I'm down to taste some of your vegan
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't eat stuff that tastes like shit. I'm a foodie. You know what I mean? I eat stuff that tastes good.
Good.
Yeah, you say it's good, but because you eat it, I guess regularly, you're used to it. I just, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be a vegan.
Well, the whole point was not for him to convert us.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. No. I'm just thinking about
But it's an interesting subject because
Yeah.
a lot of people are doing it now, and as the generations change, it's actually becoming more and more popular, and people
Right.
are going that
But
they're
see,
going
man,
that direction.
This is, I guess I hear you. I get it. I just, like I said, I know that, like I've always questioned many moons ago on a TV show, new show, 2020, there was a thing where they were talking about how it is that people in our generation, that were growing up in the 70s and 80s, because they were putting so many steroids in animals that it was actually affecting or showing up in our kids,
Right.
us. So then that's why we were, we grew a
Hormones,
little
yeah.
bit
I
bigger.
think it was like more.
Yeah, all the hormones and
all the
stuff that we
hormones,
just
yeah.
grew differently. Our kids grew differently.
Right.
Men and women, and so then that was the one thing I was like, whoa. So when they did say free range, like you were saying before, Tom, I understand the idea of, just not being injected with all those steroids,
It's a funny thing too. Since we're on the topic, a lot of people like when you see like milk and it says like, oh, hormone free, they don't add hormones, but people don't realize like cows
Have
like,
hormones.
have hormones in them.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of estrogen in milk. Like,
right. Yeah. So what are you trying to say? Well, I guess I'm good again because I don't drink milk.
yeah, you're
I'm
good.
just saying.
You're
Well,
good.
you're
I'm
lactose
still a
intolerant.
man.
Intolerant.
Do you drink the lactate milk at all?
No, but I eat the hell out the ice cream.
You like the ice cream?
Dude, I love the ice cream.
Yeah.
But I love ice cream. That's the only thing I miss as far as
Yeah.
being lactose intolerant is concerned.
I'm telling you, vegan ice cream is fucking good.
So give me a vegan ice cream brand.
There's a few of them. There's a lot, but I'd have to see which one.
Does Ben and Jerry have
Yeah.
a version of it? Do they have their own vegan thing?
Yeah,
yet?
I don't buy the Ben and Jerry's, but yeah,
They
Ben
do?
Ben and Jerry's does have that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I've had it before in the past. It's
It wasn't one. You weren't crazy about it.
I never liked Ben and Jerry's. to be
Oh, okay.
honest. I was
Gotcha.
never Ben and
Yeah.
Jerry's.
Yeah, I wasn't even a big fan of them. There was some that was good, but I never really got into it either. I'm more of a, the Breyers chocolate vanilla kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yeah,
know.
no. But like I said, I eat at lactate ice cream. It's called lactate.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Tanya
I add
gets-
my chocolate syrup and stuff to it and all that other stuff.
And now
But
there's a
it's-
brand that is called, I forget what the name of the brand is, but they've managed to. I haven't really looked a lot into the company, but they've managed to, like, culture milk, like actual dairy milk, where it doesn't come from the cow. So it's weird. It's not plant. It's technically not plant based, but it is technically, I guess, vegan. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's any animal exploitation involved in it, but like it's supposed to be animal free, real dairy.
Really?
Yeah, like they
Okay.
they culture it like the cellular growth or something like
Wow,
that.
that's interesting.
So, but
Technology.
technology,
Yeah,
food
yes.
science, but yeah, I don't buy it. I've never looked into it, but I don't know if it's like ethical or not. But I'd have to look into it. But yeah,
So I
too
get.
much.
So I got a question. Change the subject a little bit. My son had an idea about what was one good thing or one bad thing, or one of each this week that happened with you, Tom, and me. So is there anything? It was something that he heard that was listening on his other podcast, and he said he thought that might be a good thing. That would you say, hey, at the end of the podcast, hey, this was the one good thing that happened this week with me, and this is the. So I can tell you the one good thing that happened.
Okay, go ahead
Is
first.
this
I'll follow you. Go ahead.
looking forward to this.
Okay.
The
go ahead.
one bad thing, I don't want to talk about it because we already know what it's about. So
Do you remember his name at least?
we already know what it's about. So I don't want to get into that.
Yeah,
But-
right,
And
right,
Tom
right.
already knows too. So
Right.
anything-
Okay, so
anything
one good thing was looking forward to the podcast.
for me, yes.
And the bad thing was just something you want to talk about. All right, fair enough. Tom?
okay. I have to think. See, that's tough. I get. It's hard for me to get put on the spot like that. So I guess the one. I hate to be fucking materialistic, but I'm gonna be fucking materialistic.
Why not? But that's-
I
doesn't
just got the new Alexa Show 15. It's like fucking 15 inches. And so we just got our kitchen redone.
matter. Nice.
A couple months ago. So like we have this blank wall on the spot. So now it's like you can put the shopping list on. It's cool. Anyway, I'm a tech geek, so
Yeah.
I can't help it.
And the bad
And
thing?
the bad thing.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
I
No.
don't know if it's necessarily going to be bad or it could be like just.
I mean,
maybe we could just stick
I
with the
would
good and not
say,
talk about it.
Yeah, I
well,
think
you
we
know, I can't think of anything bad right now.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe that's a good thing. I can't
Yeah,
think of anything
yeah.
bad. you
Well,
know.
maybe you could share the same one because you know what I'm
Well,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
You and I could share the
I'll
same
just
one.
say work stuff.
Work.
Yeah,
is pretty
see,
bad.
yes.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
What about
let's
you,
see.
Ken? Anything
So,
this week?
good thing, and I say it like this because I mean this from the heart. I'm glad that my friends and family were healthy this past week. you know, and
Yeah.
will always be,
Always a good thing.
you know. And because I love you, man.
love you, man.
Love you guys. And then bad thing is I didn't hit the fucking lotto.
Yeah, damn it.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of
You know,
bitches.
I'm just saying. They knew it was me playing.
Yeah, and
That's what
you
it
know,
was.
they're right. I buy the tickets every week,
Yeah.
and I try not to think about it because I feel like you're going to put the whammy on it or
Yeah,
something.
right,
You know,
right,
like
right, right.
just put it on the side,
Yeah.
forget about it, and then maybe when you look at it one day, you'll,
Bro,
honey.
You know what it is that I think they hear me via my phone and stuff. That I said if I ever win, I'm just gonna start the Church of Kenny.
Check him off. He's not getting any.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
I
out.
said I'm gonna start the Church of Kenny, and people are like, no, we can't let that happen.
The
no.
Church of Kenny.
Yeah,
Don't get him going on that.
dude. No. Do what's it called? Do the letters. What would be Church of Kenny? Because the missus brought it up to me because somebody else brought it up to her. We were talking about it. So Kenny. So Church C of O Kenny.
Oh my God. Really?
It's nothing but the cock, baby.
Jesus God. You didn't see where that was going?
I didn't see it either until they told me about it. So I'm like, well,
That's what she said.
no better person. Bow chicka bow wow. Well, listen, that's about our time today, fellas. So I appreciate you guys for being here once again. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Everybody follow us.
Follow us.
Say it again.
Email.
Yes, email us. Let us know what
follow
we can
us.
to do better, different
What are we?
topics you want to hear.
We're a podcast now, so like, we're not Apple Podcasts yet, are we?
No,
No.
we're working on
But
that
we,
one.
Yeah,
but we
working on
are
that
on
Everything
I
else.
have us saved on Amazon.
Yep,
Amazon.
we're on
that one's
Amazon,
on.
We're on
Music.
Prime. I mean, Amazon Prime. No, we're on Amazon. We're on Spotify. We are on like 5 different podcasts.
All on Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout.
And once you go
That's
on
the
that
main page.
and main page, and you can click on any one of those links, and it'll take you.
Yep.
To
Send
our
us your
podcast.
emails
Please
to C.
like us, follow us, whatever it is it asks you to do,
Yep.
and
Our email CC and N or AND. So and NJ Guy. Was it at
Gmail.
Gmail?
At Gmail.
wow.
So the other thing is,
Yeah,
too,
brain
fart.
fart.
let's I would love like for people to email and we can answer some questions.
Yes.
I would too,
It
but
be
I
so
gotta be
fun.
honest with you, no one is doing the email for
Because
some
they're
reason.
texting us.
They're
'Cause
texting
most
us,
of the
right.
people,
You know what?
That's
We
true.
need to- you know what we do need to do? We should. I'll discuss after.
We'll discuss it after,
Yeah.
but we have a couple ideas that we're doing,
Yeah.
and we're going to continue doing this regardless because we enjoy it. We look forward to it every 2 weeks, but eventually we
looking
can
to
see
do it
that
every
it's
week.
going to get to a
Yeah.
weekly
So
thing
after the
for
holidays,
us.
we'll
Yeah,
start
we're
looking
definitely
probably
going to do
to see
that
if we
for
can
sure.
do it via, every week.
Right.
If we can do it weekly, then that'll be cool. Calling in and everything else with it.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, we're looking to have guests. We have some pretty cool guests already lined up
Yep.
for the new year.
Yes, we do.
So
yes,
it'll
we
be
do.
really groovy for everybody to listen in. And I think it's going to be a good year. 2023 is going to be a good year for us with the podcast stuff.
I think so too.
I
And
agree.
again, I am thankful to have you guys do this with me. I think it was a good idea that we
Yes,
did
me
this.
too.
Yep.
And I look forward to hanging out with you guys every
Yeah.
time this get ready. It's
Yeah.
definitely probably one of the best things to look forward to. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
It was
Thank
your
you so
idea
much.
first, bro. And we just took it and ran. And I said it before, I say it again. So Jimmy Kimmel,
Watch out, baby.
Fallon.
That's right.
Listen, I don't want to take your jobs. I just want to be on the show.
Yeah.
I think-
yeah. Just call us. We'll come.
Yeah, we'll come
Hey,
and
how'd you
hang
guys
out,
come
man.
up with the idea?
Yeah. Just come up and talk about
Exactly.
it and enjoy it. So thank you guys. Tom, once again, thank you for talking about your vegan
Yes.
stuff. You know,
Anytime.
I appreciate your knowledge.
And
man, 'cause
happy
I was-
holidays to everybody.
Yes.
Enjoy your
Holidays.
turkey, and then
And
you could put
and
your
toe
Christmas
turkey,
vacations
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Your
Your
turkey,
Christmas
your full turkey.
decorations on. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
no,
do
wait
that.
wait till after that and
Yeah.
do your turkey stuff. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate everybody for listening. And follow us. Emails CC and NJ Guy at Hulu.
Gmail.
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 Okay, people.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thanks.
Be safe.